Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Bishop. This is part two of Am I Proud to Be an American / One Nation Under God. Um, if you did not watch part one, please go watch part one because you won't kind of understand the preface to what I'm talking about if you don't. Um, what I talked about in part one, and I'm not going to tell you because I think you should go watch it, but how I tie this into trucking. Now, I'm going to tell you guys now, this will be unfavorable among YouTubers. There will be a lot of YouTubers that will not like me after this, and I could care less. Because YouTube does not pay my bills. Driving does. But since you guys decided that you like me and gave me a soapbox, I'm going to use it. I am disturbed deeply by all of these different trucking groups, be it YTTA, Team RG, RCI, UTA. I don't care which group it is. I'm disturbed by them all. All of them, at one point or another, have preached unity. Be it Mr. Sinister, Tamara Brock, TRB, TV, LaShawn, Ike, Matt. Everybody has preached unity at one point as the motivation for starting their group. If no one else has told you, I will tell you, you have failed. You have failed miserably, and you are continually failing. And I don't care how you feel about my opinion about it, because I'm going to give you facts around it. The only thing that these groups have done is create separation. We are at a very delicate time in our country right now, and in all of our communities, where separation is the last thing we need. We have a person running for president who is continuously preaching separation and not unity. And then we have time where the actions of some law enforcement, some politicians is creating separation. And then we get into an industry where trucking has no color. This industry is a barrier breaker, because it doesn't matter if you're black, white, brown, female, male. You get behind the wheel of this truck, you're safe, legal, on time, professional, you make money in this industry. Has absolutely nothing to do with you. Has to do with you doing your work. And we create more separation. All the unity you preach has become BS. Because now, at one point or another, I watch every video, and it all gets back to, we're going to do our own thing. Well, how's that bringing unity? The reason why you have failed in the consequences of the separation that you guys are creating and have continued to create is this. You have all these regulations that are about to go into effect that will kill a lot of truckers. E-logs, hours of service, now they're trying to do speed governors. All these things will effectively kill our business. Freight rates are dropping, companies are paying less, training is getting worse. It's killing our industry. We are the backbone of this country. They need us. They're even trying now to get trucks that drive themselves to try to replace us. That will never work, of course, not holistically, but they're trying, and we are allowing them to do that because we are so separated that we can't get anything done. You guys are so worried about having a group that goes after your own leadership. I'm talking to all the leaders of these groups. Everybody wants to be the chief. Nobody wants to be an Indian. So now you have all these tribes and no community. Okay? Now, what I want you guys to also remember, out of all the groups that are out here, you guys represent a very small percentage of truckers. Outside of the people that you have subscribed to your channel and members of your group, you still don't cover 10% of the trucking industry. Not even 5%, not even 3%. Okay, you're not amassing any type of oomph, because your 3% is broken down into 7 different ways, because you can't get along, because you can't come to terms, which is dumb. You guys look really stupid. To anyone who is intelligent, who has a mind of their own, I challenge you to hold your leaders to these groups accountable to what they tell you. Now, I will say this. I do not feel like you should not be in any group, because the groups have their own purposes. Team RG focused a lot on getting new people in, giving information, which is really good. People who are looking to get in the industry, it's a good place to start. It's not a bad group. From the other group I know about, which is YTTA, they deal with a lot of people who are already driving. It is good. It's a very lonely profession, and to have people who understand what you're going through and you're able to communicate back and forth, it makes it really good. Your groups are not the issue. The issue is that you're separated and you guys can't even come together to form a single task together, because you're all bickering. You're bickering like schoolgirls that want the jump rope. It's ridiculous. And it's even worse to see at a time like this all these African American and black leaders of these groups who are using the tools that God gave them to be inspiring and encouraging and uplifting and knowledgeable, and using that to further slide each other apart, because that's all you're doing. There's no unity in what you guys are doing. If you stay to your own, where's the unity? It's like, if I only deal with my children, I only deal with my family, how am I creating a community of unity? That's not unity. Unity is dealing with people outside of your own. You guys missed that. You missed that whole part of unity. All this regulation is about to go down. Let me tell you where it really sets in. If there were a council, for say, and I would throw myself out here to put out here to be an arbitrator. There's a council of all the leaders of these groups, somewhere where you all can come down. It's not publicized, it's not about YouTube, and you can hash out your issues in private with an arbitrator or an ambassador, for say, that has nothing to do with any group specifically, but all the leaders of the groups come together. You can deal with your issues there. Then think about the fact that when legislation gets ready to get passed that you don't like, Team RG can take their 10,000 members, for say, and then YTTA can take their 10,000 members, and then RTI can take their 10,000 members, and ATU can take their 10,000 members, and now you have 30,000, 40,000, 50,000 truckers going after the same issue to stop and make a resolution to one thing. But we can't do that because we're so worried about what we're doing. I don't need nobody else. I'm at this alone. I talked to the leader of a group the other day. We're doing our own thing. That's not getting us nowhere, man. That's not getting us nowhere. Only thing you're going to see is continue for freight rates to drop, fuel to climb, truck prices to be this high. People can't get trucks because credit is bad. There's nobody working with us. We're being taken advantage of. Because you guys won't come together, man. Now, as responsible adults who are leaders of others, you have to realize this one thing. A leader is nothing. Zero. A leader is nothing without the people who follow him. You're not a leader. Without the people who follow you, you are not a leader. And with that being said, if you don't care about the people who follow you, about the people who will follow you long after you're done trucking, about your children, your neighbors who may get into trucking, you're not really a leader. I implore you to make challenges to yourself to grow up, get over the issues, move forward as an industry, because it all affects everybody. When freight rate drops, it affects everybody. Freight slows down, it affects everybody. We are all effectively trying to feed our families, create a better future for ourselves. We're out here for the same thing. But you guys can't see that. For whatever reason. This is the wrong time in history to be separated. Our country is under attack. Our people are under attack. Our industry is on fire. But we continue to want to be separate. Once again, I don't care how you feel about me personally. It doesn't really matter. But take the information and as you sit on it, think about what truth it has. And think about if the decisions you've made for your own group are beneficial to what you say. Not what I say, but what you say your mission was for creating your group. The Bible says, write the vision, make it plain, so they may run and not faint. And what that means is, you created a group with the vision of what it was supposed to be at, and you put it out there to the people so that they can try to make it happen. Now you've amassed these members. Are you still sticking to the vision? Or have you strayed away? And if you leader, can say that you have strayed away for whatever reason, it's time to get back on point, because now you are affecting others' lives. You know, you're affecting others' lives because you have amassed this group. And people are hanging and responding to the words and the orders in which you give. So, if you want to reach out to me and I need to be the middle point between all these groups, I'll be that. I don't have a group affiliation. I don't care to have a group affiliation. I'm not interested in creating a group. That's not what I do. But what I do is I'm good with being neutral. If you guys want to work it out amongst yourselves, go ahead. Something got to give. Something has to give. You know, I'm tired. I don't want to see no more. I don't want to hear no more about it. It's getting old. We're all adults. We all have families. And it's time we start acting like this is what we do professionally. And as a professional, you are professional at all times. These videos back and forth are not professional. You're not professional. I understand we're all grown and we have our own egos and our own standards, and we're not going to allow anybody to do this, but the only way to get rid of that is to stop. So let's do it, people. As always, your man King Bishop, man. I appreciate y'all for watching. Please comment, subscribe. My email is kingbishop804@yahoo.com. kingbishop804@yahoo.com. If anyone of the leaders wants to reach out to me, we can have a phone conversation about it. Just let me know. Y'all be easy. God bless y'all. Peace.